rise to the scene. Circling Eagle, not going to convert into anything. So all that movement from Homeboys has a negative net gain. And in fact, they lost bottom tier 1.
Yeah, talk about negative at this time. Ivan now having the Flash of the Oasis is going to make it much more difficult for Homeboys to actually get taken down. Bell is actually trying to do his very best to deal damage against SRG OG, but it really doesn't matter because it doesn't slow them down one bit.
Yeah, Cram is holding the lane for a very, very long time. Molina Bliss even committed.
Okay.
Finally, SRG OG lets go of the structure. But in that short time frame, they got bottom tier 1, they shove a wave in the dice underneath the tier 2. Guys clears out mid, gets a double wave, and finds his purple.
Honestly, this is not too bad. I think at the end of the day, Homeboys recognize one thing, that their composition skills are a lot better in comparison to SRG OG, right? They just need the opportunities and space to get the items first before they even think about the fights in the first place.
This turtle is going to be the turning point for Homeboys. Val is the brick wall, jumps on the Yums, is going to eat up as much damage as possible. With the help of Izanami's volley, with a better airstrike, instantly cancelled. Here comes the guys looking for an opportunity, dashing in Tempest of Blade, doesn't get the turtle, and now will just run away. But can't say the same for Val though. Ivan will help him to escape. Here comes Yums with the knockout on the aim out. Now Yums is trapped, doesn't really have much room to work with. Tsunami Slam doesn't get used, and he goes down.
Beautifully played by Bell. Really nicely done here. Was able to tank the damage, dodge the right abilities, and really utilize that guiding winds to get him out of some tight spots.
Yeah, at this point, Homeboys, if they want to win, they gotta kind of fight 5v5, right? Because their comm is really good at that because they have very strong front lines, and Ivan's just gonna back that up. Male Cutie, give him space, he can do a lot of damage. Like we saw what Innocent can do once he gets that Holy Crystal. The same thing can be said for Male Cutie. I think SRGOG, at one point, they might consider like Sky's split. Majority of this gold, I'm pretty confident most of it is on Skies anyways.
Yeah, he's two levels up on Amal. He's not really denying Amal's farm just yet. Not as much as I thought he would be, even after like sneaking away a couple of buffs from Amal in the first early minutes of the game.
Oh, and now they're going for this buff. Can they actually get it though?
No, not gonna be easy though. Izanami fed an airstrike cancelled by Cram. Cram once more is gonna stop Homeboys from going further. Here comes the conceal play, SRG OG. They find the pullback into Val. He's underneath the tier 1 and he cannot get away. The guys finds the first kill, and now there's incentive to go for more, but SRG OG with discipline decides not to.
Did Bell like steal their sandwich or something?
I don't know.
From game number 1, it's him, man. And the thing is, it's good, right? Cram stopped Izanami, grabs Bell, and then Yums just followed that up. So I gotta say the front line of SRGOG is actually crumbling Homeboys' formation. They're making sure that they are not gonna be able to get away with a lot of things. Like, yes, we know you're tanky, but give us enough time, we'll take you down.
Yeah, they're especially sticky here, even though Ivan should technically be able to rebound them out and bounce them away from the fight, but it's been hard. It has been hard. 2 items complete already from LQT. Making sure that he has cooldown boots this time now. Innocent already completed his Sky Piercer. However, we're seeing that Stormy always goes for the greedy build of the Genius one. He knows he needs to be relevant now.
The guys pushing the top wave. Homeboys working on the Lord. They can get this, it will be good, but it's not an easy task. If all these pokes, all the flicker dart wave kind of goes by a little bit. Cram once more is in the backline. Stormy's gonna get gone on. Izanami pops him, but he does have the passive, so Stormy runs away. Val finds the backline. LQT, unfortunately, is already dead. And so guys, he's at the style on all of them. Here comes Temps to the plays. Ivan with the bailout. But Val ends up going down off screen, and it really doesn't matter what Ivan does. So guys, just does it better. Izanami assassinated. Amal goes down. 4 for SRG OG, and now it's lore time.
Cut the fight in half, get them at the ankles, break the legs, and the whole body collapses. These front lines, they can hold, but not enough. Not against this type of weight.
How did Cram got on top of Mel Cutie, man?
It
Like
shouldn't have happened.
That was the pinnacle. That's how they lost that fight. The moment that he was able to get Mel, there's a mark on him. And then Sakai's, he's just like, okay, I'm gonna go in. And it's like, oh wait, Izanami's there, might as well go for him. And Ivan tried his best. But again, against SRGOG, your best is just not good enough.
Now, still on the back foot, 6.9k lead for the side of SRG now, eventually turning into a 7k lead. At the same time, makes you wonder, right? How many times can Homeboys get beaten down, and how many times can they try to turn 9k leads around from the side of SRG OG? Mustn't it always go this way?
It's also kind of it's a good follow-up to a question we had at the start of the season. We're gonna start with Bell going down again. Executor, they do find Yunes, but it's just Aroma. Small price to pay for SRG OG. Delona finally gets crashed into the mid inhibitor. Top wave auto shoved in. All holy defense will explode in a blink of an eye. Homeboys, they will hold the fort for now, but again, damage is done by SRG OG.
They slowly take their time here. The missing inhibitor in that mid lane. Not the worst inhibitor to lose. SRG OG now have not only opened up the map and taken all the outer structures, means that this jungle will also fall into the hands of SRG OG's dominant run here in game number 3.
Is there any way, because I'm looking at this, is there any way where Homeboys can really turn things around? Because sure, we're going to wait for the Holy Crystal, but in terms of locking people down, right? Bell can create a distraction. Amal can taunt people around him. But I'm worried if Amal can't survive long enough, even with the Matilda.
I think another big problem is no one wants to interact with Cram.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing. Whoever interacts with him, you are out of the fight.
Yep.
Just straight up die.
But no one can kill him.
That's the problem, right? MelQT is not in a position to hard carry this game just yet. He still is limited by his tool of Harith. He needs that Holy Crystal. And even when he gets that Holy Crystal, there's a good chance that Cram might have outskilled him, but with his raw tank stats to begin with. So he doesn't mind eating these shots.
That's why when we look back at the draft, when we called that clue and it came out, it was already a warning sign for Homeboys. And not to mention, we wanted Izanami's pick to come out early. They did just that with the Farsa, right? They took Farsa, Harry, first 2 picks, but then it eliminates most threat for Cram, and that's why the CC 4th ban makes so much sense for SRG.
As they slowly rotate across this map. 30 seconds left on the clock. Before Lord actually spawns, SRG have decided, you know what? We're gonna wait for you. You have to walk out to us. There is no point for us walking into you. The most we'll do is steal away your jungle camps, but really, MelQT already with a Holy Crystal as well. Is he ready to fight?
There's a lot of things to look out for, right? Because you gotta watch for Yunes. You don't want to get caught by that title strike. Cram, you guys have mentioned, you gotta be careful of that. But then, as you're looking at all the front line, there's a lot of explosion. There's a lot of flashes. And then Melina Blitz come in. That's the thing about Nana. You kind of don't see it coming, and then when you do, it's too late.
Yeah, she's a big tempo breaker. She really just messes up that pacing you have.
Talking about pacing. Top side, gonna be set up with a slow push that we're gonna see Skies immediately break. He's got the mobility to do so. Imal trying to juggle current Lord here to force SRG into a move, but they know they are always in full control.
To conceal. Bell again, kidnapped into a full combo. Bell is straight up gone. Unstoppable for Innocent. Sakai's gonna run at Izanami. He stuns Sakai's up, but the Sky Prince will just find a mega kill. Here comes Tempest Blade, dancing around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taps, and it is lights out. Amal turns around. Big appraisal scrap, but not big enough. Homeboys escape with their lives, but SRG OG wins the fight again.
Cram, Yumes, like, the dude doesn't have Purify. Might as well just get this Phobius. And then Cram just like, hey, I got my eyes on Izanami. And it's the guy's like, yeah, me too.
And they flicker into a grab. Always use dice mid-air. Maybe they overcommit a little bit, but Cram will bring Amal back. Amal dragged away by Ivan. Homeboys this time holds the line, but while that was happening, SRG OG got Lord.
SRG can make a mistake, and it doesn't matter. I mean, like, you're so far ahead, you could overcommit and then just tell your teams, like, my bad, but you guys got this, right? Hey, no worries.
Capital to spare.
Truly no capital to spare here.
This is starting to look like a clean sweep, guys, because we're going to game number 3. Like,
yeah.
The good thing about MPL is that we finish fast, but usually not because of this.
Not because of this. Not in this particular fashion, right? I would have expected the stomp to be more direct, but SRG OG, they're just fully focused. Fundamentals first, play the game as cleanly as possible, and then we can start thinking about going crazy.
And then they did take away one of Homeboy's ingredients, right? The craziness, the chaos that they want to provide with very key specific picks. And without it, Homeboy's back in the fundamental plays hasn't really been finding much success. Mid inhibitor will go down, same as the bottom one. So that's Homeboy's base permanently damaged. And SRG OG, they can do this dance forever.
Even Yumes has Flash of the Oasis now?
Might as well.
I mean, it's like, hey, let's fight healing for healing.
Healing for everyone.
Just trying to go ban for ban.
Wrong hero, but yeah. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, usually yes, you go for fleeting time, and then maybe, but yeah, when you're 11,000 gold ahead, like I said, well, like, might as well.
That's why he went Oracle first item.
Doesn't really matter at this point how this game proceeds. Homeboys, that is a huge deficit. Very difficult to come back from. Not even the extra like utility items, active items to try and outplay some scenarios.
Crampy can just single-handedly hold that lane.
The crazy thing is, Homeboys never look this helpless against other teams. But the moment you face against SRG, that's how they let you know.
You know, you go into a boss fight room, the music plays, and then you instantly realize that you are just under-leveled.
Yeah.
No, you punch the boss once, see how like a pixel disappears, and you realize, okay, yeah, no, I gotta get out of here.
And the thing is, imagine that you're actually properly leveled. You drop the boss down to like the last 3 bars, and then the boss like, hey, let me regen all of my HP back.
Second phase.
Second phase
Music
fight.
intensifies.
And then hey, I just got stronger.
Just like our playoff format, right? They they won the SRG OG in phase 1, but this is phase 2, baby. Phase 2 SRG is a whole lot different.
Let me just remind, Becky even said in the interview after going up against Homeboys, like, no, 4-0, 4-0.
Yeah, he did say that.
He did say that. I mean,
it's a premonition. Looks like this was 3-0 in. You can't even script this. Although I would say MelQT is doing some considerable damage. They will go on Cram, and they have more than enough damage to burst him down. But Cram once more gets away. Top wave shoved in. Lord just spawned. Homeboys needs to do housekeeping.
is the minions gonna destroy it? Okay, no, they're survived, but
still alive for the time being. They've got the Lord already spawned. We're 17 minutes into this game, and SRG OG, they're allowing Homeboys to actually make it to the 17-minute mark.
Oh my god, Val. Whoa, that's a lot of damage.
He is hurting.
Izanami is forced to go back home too. And SRG, they can do this forever.
Yeah, they've got them in a hostage scenario.
No negotiations allowed.
No negotiations. Sit in the chair, put this bag over your head, sir.
That's dark.
It is, because that's what they're in right now. It's like, oh, I can threaten your base, I can backdoor you at any time.
The problem, Val to go on the story, who will flicker away. Val chases him to the end of the earth, and Yuzang gets gone up by MelQT, but the fight now splits. Cram once more zones out the rest of Homeboys. Look at this glue. He's just doing too much work. Too much work.
Okay, so Kais is too low to actually go for Izanami, and Innocent just got MelQT, and I think that's game.
Yeah, most likely game. Another triple kill. Come on, man.
So
this is not fun at all. Execution. That's going to be a Maniac coming online. Innocent is just farming clips at this point. And Homeboys staring down the barrel of despair and defeat SRG OG. They want to deliver another Savage.